Hi everyone, Linda Hilton here for Canadian Beats. We are still at the Mississauga Waterfront Music Festival, and I've not only wrangled Nicole Rayy, who we only spoke with like 2 weeks ago.
I know, right?
But that's okay, I can never talk to you enough, so it's perfect.
I agree, this is so much fun. I always have fun chatting with you.
It's great. And this handsome gentleman is Dave Woods from
Hey everybody.
In the Country with Dave Woods. So we're gonna change it up a little bit because we've been doing interviews kind of back to back here. So we decided for Nicole, let's try and do one together.
I like it. This is
Great idea.
Questions from both sides.
Yes. You get whiplash by the end.
Okay. So I know a few weeks ago we briefly touched on you performing here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about New Country Spirit and how you got to be a part of this contest.
Yeah, so it was through CMAOntario, which it's awesome. They have so many contests this year for different festivals and things that artists can, join and be a part of, which has just been fantastic opportunity for us emerging artists. And so I just submitted a video of Country Wild, and then it was down to who had the most views for a while, and then they picked the top 3, and I was lucky number 3, so I was lucky enough to get chosen to be here today, which is pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, we got to see Mackenzie Lee Meyer earlier, and then you followed her. And it was great because I have never seen her perform before.
I hadn't either. It was really fun. She was great.
She
was. Yeah. What a voice.
And thank you, by the way, for dedicating Fireproof to me. Like,
I know as soon as I started walking up, I was like,
Linda's here. That's Linda's song.
Apparently, Linda needs 3 hours to get ready in the morning, not just 2. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Nicole, about your new single, Bad Habit.
Yeah.
Which just came out. You performed it for everybody. It sounded great live. Tell me a bit about the writing of Bad Habit.
So actually, I did not have a hand in writing this tune. It came to me from Nashville. Nice. It was pitched to me about a year ago now, actually, and I loved it. Like, when I first heard it, they sent me a whole list, and it was like the second song in, I think, and I was just listening to them in my car, and as soon as it came out, I was like, yeah, this is my jam.
Nice.
Like, this is a great song. And so I was so excited to be able to record it and, put my version out there. Yeah. And I worked with Doug Romano again on the track, and he's great. I mean, I think this is kind of like our best one yet. We're pretty proud of how it turned out. So yeah, hopefully people like it. It just came out on Friday.
Awesome.
So.
Check it out, everybody. Bad Habit, wherever good music is streamed and sold.
Yes.
Nicole, not Nicole. I'm thinking of our Nicole. Nancy Dagg did the review.
Yes.
We fight over you.
I know. I was like, does that put her one up now? I don't know, but we've had a lot of chats lately.
Never. I get to see more of you.
That's true.
Isn't it nice to be fought over?
It kind of is. It feels good. It feels pretty good that you guys are fighting over me.
And you have Battle of the Interviewers here.
There you go.
This is a good day.
I've lost track of whose turn it is.
I know. I don't even know anymore. Whose turn? Go. Maybe I'll put you guys on the spot.
Oh no.
Your turn. No.
Uh-oh. We better ask another one before she asks us one.
Go ahead, Dave. Give me time to think.
So we talked about songwriting. You mentioned Bad Habit is one that you heard, which a lot of artists do, and you had to record it. But when you're writing your own songs, where do you draw your inspiration from?
Life. Honestly, I mean, somebody just asked me recently too what inspired me to start writing, and I think it's always just been life experience. I mean, as when I was little, I used to just kind of make up songs and fill up notebooks with probably gibberish if I read that stuff now. But really, it was just all about my life experience and whatever I was going through, and I definitely am still like that today. I write about what I know and what's going on, what relationship I've been through, what good things are happening and bad things are happening, so definitely all personal to me.
How did you become a better writer? I ask a lot of songwriters this, from when you first started writing those gibberish songs, like you said, that you wouldn't go back to now, to today. What made you a better writer along the way?
Honestly, practice and doing it so much more. I mean, I used to write a lot just by myself, and then I started going to Nashville a lot more. I try to go 2, 3, 4 times a year now and co-write, and honestly, that made me such a better writer. Right. I mean, you're just inspired by all these other people that you're writing with that are so good, and just the practice of writing a next song and the next song and the next song, you really work on your craft and build that up.
You learn from them.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Now, you were saying when you were in the car and you heard Bad Habit, it's like, this is it, this is my jam. what is it about a song that you go, hey, this is it?
Well, definitely, I think for me, melody-wise, something's got to hook me in. You know, it's got to have some sort of catchy melody or hook that, you know, I feel like I can jam along to. Hopefully other people can jam along to, too. But for me, it's all in the lyrics. I'm definitely more a lyric person than a melody person myself when I write. And so when I hear a song that somebody else has written, I have to really connect to those lyrics. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense for me to be singing it.
Right.
So I remember listening to it and there just being several lines where I was like, that's a really clever way to say that. I would like, that's how I would say something. So that's really what draws me to a song when I first hear it, is definitely those lyrics.
I think Dave and I can both relate to that because we're both songwriters, but we're more lyricists than writing the music. So for me, it is very much about the words.
The lyrics do jump out at you because it's something you either want to say, something you want said to you, but somehow you're relating to it.
Yeah, exactly. And
how do you say something that's been said a million times
right?
in
Exactly.
any way?
So when you're listening to songs, you're listening to hear somebody saying something that that way that nobody said it before.
Yes, definitely.
Something original.
Exactly. I like to be clever and original and you know, say something that, exactly, maybe hasn't been said in that way before.
That's always the challenge of writers.
I know, right? There's nothing new anymore. Well, it's definitely challenging as there's so many of us artists nowadays and there's so much great music that it continues to be a challenge in a good way, I think, to push us all to, you know, work harder to make something new and original and better music.
Who's been your biggest influence along the way, Nicole?
Ooh, like personally in my life or musically?
Let's do both. Let's do personally, because that's a very important one, and then musically.
Personally, probably my parents. They're huge supporters of me and my music, and but they're just such good people too. Like they have such good hearts, and like they're just really genuine people, and I look up to them. Like that's, you know, the type of person that I aspire to be in my life is definitely both my parents. And musically, so many people. I mean, I grew up listening to like everything, like from Shania Twain. She's a big one. I mean, I pretty much broke my CDs listening to her so much. But I listen to everything. I mean, like from country to pop to rock. I mean, like one of my favorite bands is Linkin Park, which I mean is totally different from country, but they have amazing lyrics, and like listening to that growing up was super inspiring. So I definitely have taken a lot of inspiration from many artists along the way.
I love your mom. She comes up to me, she gives me a big hug. And of course, it's festival season. We're not at our best. It's not the hair and the makeup. It's you take what you get, because you gotta work with what's going on outside. And it's like the hat, shades, whatever. And at first it's like, who is that? Oh, it's Nicole's mom.
I met her for the first time today.
Oh, nice.
She came up to me and introduced herself. So nice.
Well, yeah, she's always the one listening too at home. Like when we do these interviews, she'll be like the first one to play at home. So, hi mom. No,
Hey mom.
Now, one thing I do need to ask is, have you noticed the lineup for this weekend and how strong the female presence is?
Amazing.
Isn't that exciting?
I had a friend that was here last night and she was like, oh, like, are you playing tonight? I was like, no, I'm not till tomorrow. I was like, but you should stay because Genevieve's here and Leah Daniels, and I know Alessia Cole is today, and like there's just so many females.
And Jen Walker from
the Reclaws, and I know there's a lot of us, and it's really nice to see. I think females are making a big up and coming statement right now. You know what I mean? Like there's been, that whole, the whole salad, tomato, lettuce.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Me neither. Yeah. But I feel like we're all over that, and now there's just such a strong women presence.
Let's start a new
now,
trend.
and I love it.
Let's start a new trend.
Yes.
The guys are the head lettuce, and the girls are the romaine.
There we go. We're all.
And we can mix them perfectly.
We're all a mixture of salad.
It all comes back to salad.
Yeah. Nobody likes salad. Can we be something better, like a pizza or
pasta? Yeah. Toppings on a pizza.
There we go. Yeah.
I like it.
There
definitely.
We go.
I'm getting hungry now. I think we gotta grab some food.
So it's time for lunch.
So you're off now to go spend Father's Day with your dad?
I am. Yeah,
Nice.
my parents were here, and now we're off to my aunt's for a barbecue for Father's Day. So that'll be nice.
Well, give him a hug for me.
I will.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Nicole. Great seeing you.
Thank you. This was so
Always
much
a pleasure.
fun.
This was cool.
I know, right? triple.
It's
triple.
the
We
team
hope
up
you
of
like
Linda and
it.
Dave.
Let us know. Make your comments.
Yes,
let us know if
please
you
let us-
like this and if Dave and I should do more interviews together.
I think so. This is fun.
I like it.
Awesome.
You guys.
Nicole Rayy,
Thank you very much.
lovely as always.
Yes.
Bad Habit, new single, came out this Friday.
Check
this
it
past
out.
Friday.
Mhm.
Check it out. Follow her on her socials. She's awesome. Dave Woods, In the Country. Please check his stuff out. He does a regular Tuesday night podcast.
I do.
And you talk to everybody.
Yeah, I tape on Tuesdays, 3 or 4 shows, spread them out throughout the week. Do video episodes, live stuff. A lot of cool stuff.
So I look at it, we're not really in competition.
No.
It's, we're
Yeah,
just...
we're all in the same community.
We're all in the same community, promoting beautiful, lovely, up-and-coming
Right
artists.
here.
Thank
like
you.
Nicole.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody. And, of course, me, Linda Helpman for Canadian.
Linda.